stepped out of the door here. Another siren went off a few minutes ago. So, literally, as I was saying, we'll see if we have another one. And sure enough, we do live from Israel again. It's the first day of the Lion's Roar War, as Israel is calling it, or Epic Fury, as the U.S. is calling it. And this is Operation End the Flood. That's what the Israelis are calling this particular operation of this war. And yeah, we're back in the bomb shelter for that. I don't even know, umpteenth time today. We're just here and chilling out, trying to take it easy as much as possible, and doing the usual, relaxing in the bomb shelter and doing what we can to just carry on. Anyway, that's what's going on over here. Right now it's silent, but we did hear an alert, so we will see if we hear any interceptors overhead, as we've heard many times today. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear them or not, but if you can, you can. If not, not. But yeah, there's been a lot of intercepts happening in the north. A lot of them apparently from ground-based interceptors, but we've heard more than a few jet-based interceptors, pilots in the air shooting down incoming ordnance, whatever it might be. We don't even know yet really what all the ordnance is. We just know that we've seen missiles, missile alerts as well as rocket alerts. Could very well be that there was some drones also. But it takes a while for the drones to reach here, so those might only be starting to reach here now. A couple of them might have gotten here a few hours ago, actually, come to think of it, but because those things don't move obviously nearly as fast as a ballistic missile, which goes hypersonic speed. So ballistic missiles take about roughly 12 minutes or so to get here from Iran to Israel. It's about 1,000 kilometers from Tehran to Israel, roughly. And obviously they have rockets that are, rocket launchers that are much closer than Tehran, along the Gulf of the Persian Gulf coast, on the coast of the Persian Gulf. And so that reduces the time even more. So it's down to like probably 9 minutes or 8 minutes or something like that. In terms of like the closest ones that they have, that they shoot, drones take a lot longer because they're not moving at speeds of beyond Mach whatever. So they're certainly not going faster than Mach 10 or anything like that. They're sub Mach propeller based drones, if I remember correctly. In fact, I do. The Shahed drones are propeller based, so they're not getting here in the blink of an eye or whatever, 10 minutes. They get here pretty slowly by comparison, and helicopters actually have had a great record of shooting them down, as have interceptors from the Iron Dome, etc. In theory, the Iron Beam can also shoot those down. Not in theory. The Iron Beam is designed to shoot down the drones and the short-range rockets, but even long-range drones can be shot down because, again, they don't move too fast. So they can be shot down by the Iron Beam, and they also don't fly too high, so they can be shot down by the Iron Beam as well. Anyway, that's what's going on. And yeah, once again, like I said, I'll be live streaming tonight to cover more of what's happening. I'll do that in the Discord over at Sahar TV's Discord. It's discord.gg/Sahar TV. And Sahar TV is spelled Sahar TV. There'll be someone scheduled to speak to live stream before me. Avi, he'll be there, as far as I know. Hopefully all will be well and we can live stream like normal tonight here in Israel. Obviously, if there's unexpected outages or whatever, then we may not be able to, but hopefully everything will function normally and we can continue to do what we do. And I should be on, maybe I'll be on around 11:30 or so Israel time tonight, which is roughly, that's 4:30 US East Coast time. So do with that what you, and it's also like 9:30 whatever, Western European time. I guess 8:30 GMT, something like that, whatever it might be. Anyway, that is the quick update. Again, we know that targets have been hit, high value targets, including the defense minister of Iran. The Islamic Republic of Iran has been eliminated. Allegedly, the chief of the IRGC has been eliminated, according to Israel. Waiting for that to be confirmed, but they say they got him. The homes of the former president Ahmadinejad and one of the homes of the Ayatollah Khamenei has been hit. Reportedly, some of the bodyguards of Ahmadinejad have been killed. The guy known as AJ, like a 99-year-old, advisor to the supreme leader, very much like a modern day Haman, has been eliminated. That's confirmed, which is very much in line with the story of Purim. I keep reminding people, like, Haman was the bad guy who was advising the king about, he was saying to the king, they had to kill all the Jews, basically, not just Mordechai, but all the Jews. And well, the king was listening to him, and then Haman got eliminated eventually. Haman was the advisor. Well, the supreme leader of Iran has been listening to this old fool, this evil, disgusting person who sent countless people to their deaths, and had been advising them to attack Israel and destroy Israel and to kill the protesters and the people involved in the revolution in Iran. Well, he's gone now too. So, and by the way, Purim starts like in 2 days' time. So here you can say it's a coincidence all you want. That's fine. It is, sure, even if it is just a coincidence, which you can say it is, arguably, it is notable that in the last 47 years, there have been many instances of tensions between Iran and Israel at this time of year. If you look back through history, you'll see that is the case. The Iraq War in 2003 with the U.S. also started around this time. And the involvements with Iran, there was some tension there, obviously, because of their support for different terrorist groups. At the time, they were playing a very different game, though, if you look at actually what they were doing, because they were trying to stay on the good side of the U.S., even though they were sponsoring terrorist groups that were attacking us right here in Israel back then, even then. Yeah, if you remember September 11th, 2001, the government of Iran, the Islamic Republic of Iran, was celebrating the attacks of 9/11 in New York and Washington, D.C. and Pennsylvania. And the people of Iran were mourning and were standing, shoulder to shoulder with Americans and expressing their love for America and their sorrow that America had been hit in that way. So the Iranian people have a long history of standing with America and standing with Israel, frankly. A very long history of standing with Israel. The Jewish people and the people of Iran, we have a very ancient friendship going back thousands of years to Cyrus the Great, as I've explained many times in my videos here. He's considered, one of the great leaders. Many people even call him a Messiah because he actually literally freed the people, the Jewish people, from slavery, bondage in Babylon. And he helped finance the temple, the building of the second temple in Jerusalem. And it took 3 generations of Persian kings to see it through, and they did it. And to their credit, they did a wonderful job. They helped the Jewish people regain our freedom and rebuild our temple in Jerusalem, which is amazing. And to that, chapeau. And we are forever grateful for that. And may this be our way of saying thank you in a meaningful way that will help them regain their freedom from the Ayatollah and that awful regime that uses the IRGC to enforce its dictatorship. And that's going to do it for now, folks. I hope you are all doing well, and if you're in the region, staying safe. And I'll see you guys later. Maybe another bomb shelter update. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully not. But the last one I said we'll see. Literally like 5 seconds after I disconnected the stream, I had another alert. So I didn't go. I opened the door and I had to close the door, basically. So that's going to do it for now. You all stay safe. Shalom from Israel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And by all means, like and subscribe. Okay. Thanks. Peace.